My top 10 cheapo discount American adjunct lagers. This is just for American adjunct lagers, and it's discounted beer. Beer under 12 packs, $7.99, $6.99, $2.99 a 6-pack, 30 packs for $12.99. Anything above $15.99 I would consider a cheapo beer. Coors, MGD, Michelob, Budweiser, I wouldn't call discounted beers. Sometimes they're on sale and then they're discounted, but most of the time they're economic beers, which is the middle of the road price. Let's start my top 10 cheapo discounted beers. Number 10, not number 1. Number 10 is the Busch beer. It's been around for years. I've been drinking it since I was a kid. A good fishing, hunting beer, barbecue beer. Doesn't have a lot of taste. It has less taste than most of the top 10 on here, but it doesn't have any bad taste to it. Just doesn't have, it has taste, but I enjoy it. Just put it that way. Just for it does the job for $12.99 a 30 pack. It's a beer that you really can buy, and you wouldn't be disappointed you bought it. Number 9 is Olympia beer from the state of Washington, Olympia, Washington, which is probably not really available in the area. It's in the West Coast, maybe out by you, but I enjoy it. It's $7.99 a 6-pack. It's almost on the border of being an economic beer. If it eventually creeps up, it won't be in the cheapo section, but it has a lemon zest taste to it. It has not watery, but it has a good taste, good mouthfeel. Nothing horrible about it. There's something good in it because it has some more flavor, malt taste to it. Olympia beer. Number 8 is Natural Ice. Natural Ice is a beer. If you're in college, I'd go with that. Almost close to 6% alcohol for $30. 30 pack for $12.99. It's readily available in the country, and if you're on a budget, if you want to get drunk in college, it isn't bad tasting. It won many rewards in these professional beer contests. So me, an amateur, rating it, I think it's pretty good. And again, why would you go for a light beer, which is 4.5? You can go for close to 6%. You're getting 25% more alcohol in your beer. Again, it's a cheap beer. It's been around for a while. And number 7 is Milwaukee's Best Premium. This beer's been around for a long time. I've had it when I was younger. I didn't like the taste, maybe because I was drinking it warm, and then you didn't have a place to cool it off because you're drinking underage drinking. But now it's a good smooth beer. You know, it has a coyness to it, but little multi-second coyness to it. It's a good, highly drinkable beer, very refreshing beer if drank cold. A lot of these beers are drinking cold. It's made by Miller Brewing Company. Is Milwaukee's Best. People called it in the old days Milwaukee's Worst, Milwaukee's Beast. But that is number 7. Number 6, only can be found in the Chicagoland area, is Old Style. Old Style is it's been it was first brewed in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Now it's in all over Chicago. It's a Chicago brewer, probably for probably over 100 years. So it's only found in the Chicagoland area. It has a lot of taste, a lot of corn, some hoppiness to it. For a cheapo beer, it has taste. The only downfall is it isn't found in many places in the country. It's only found in the Chicagoland area. So with that said, I have to bring it down. It could have been higher. It's made by I think PBR. In number 5, Ice House Miller product. Ice House has a corn taste, really smooth, nice beer. Again, get more alcohol if you're in college. I see it in Illinois for $3.50 a 6-pack. Can't beat it. In California, Southern California, we only have 20 ounces, 24 ounces and 40 ounces. So that's what breaks it down. But it's an excellent beer. I've had it dozens of times. It's a great beer for the cheapo discounted beer, and it beat most of these beers on this list will beat Budweiser, Coors, and Miller. And I would choose Ice House over Budweiser, Coors, and Miller because of the price. Next one, number 4, PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon. PBRs, I've been drinking that for years too. It's always been a cheapo, discounted beer, but it's been creeping up in price. But it has more taste, more character, more grains. I drink it in a bottle. I drink a lot of these in a bottle because it tastes better in a bottle. A cheap beer needs to be drank in a bottle because a lot of it gets metallically. And Ice House's PBR is readily available in the country, more than Ice House. You get 12 boys, 6-packs, 12-packs bottles, 24 case for $13.99 in LA is really good. So that's a really, really good cheapo beer. And again, it beats Budweiser if I had a choice. Sometimes I'll pick Budweiser or Coors, but I'll pick Coors over PBR and High Life or Miller Genuine Draft. Number 3 is readily available everywhere. It's Miller High Life. Yes, Miller High Life. Why? A lot of this beer has grown on me. It's grown on because the beer we had a lot of corn taste, and if you don't like corn, you shouldn't even rate it. You shouldn't even drink it. And it has corn taste. It has a grainy corn taste. It's sweet, but not overly sweet like some beers. It's a cheapo beer. You can get it 30 packs for $12 in Chicagoland area. Here you can get probably bottles for $13-14. I like it better MGD because of the price. There's not much taste to this in MGD. Probably 10% taste and a 30% markup from MGD. This is the champagne of beers. It can beat most of the lagers out there. Again, I'll taste it for you. Crisp, clean, refreshing summer beer. Number 2, and that's kind of number 2 are regional beers. Number 2 is Hamm's. Hamm's beer is excellent, grassy, has less graininess, more smoother than High Life. That's why I picked it. Has some more hop bitterness at the end. Hamm's is an excellent beers. Most of these I'd score B and higher on these top 10 beers. Hamm's especially is an excellent beer. Was it Tall Boys in Chicagoland area? Is $4 at the most. Again, the only downfall, and I probably should have rated it higher or lower than it was. Lower is because you can't find it only in the Midwest. It's not found in South or the East Coast or the West Coast, just in the Midwest. Number 1, and I like this beer a lot, this is because it has not as heavy as PBR, it's not as light, it doesn't have the corn taste as High Life, is Old Milwaukee. They have a beer advocate awful. It can hold its own. I'll pick this over Budweiser and a lot of German lagers too. Budweiser, Coors, and MGD by far. You can get a 30-pack for $13 in Chicagoland area. It's not in Los Angeles. I don't know where it's at in your area, but it's a regional Midwestern beer. And if you're a cheapo beer drinker and you like discounted beers, check it out. Check out Old Milwaukee. That's the old school taste to the beer. And if you have a top 10, let me know. But that's it. Number 1, Old Milwaukee. Hamm's number 2. High Life number 3. PBR number 4. Ice House number 5. Old Style from Chicago number 6. Milwaukee's Best Premium number 7, which could be higher. Natural Ice is 8. 9 is Olympia and Busch. Those are cheapo beers, but they can hold their own against any American adjunct lager on the market with a higher price, especially as Mexican beers. Mexican beers are overpriced because they're from Mexico. There's no way this can beat most beers. You'll save yourself $6-7 a 24-pack. Do you have a cheap beer? Let me know. If it's not on my list, should it be on it? Do you like Old Milwaukee being number 1? Should there be another beer on here? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Comments, questions, and cheers.